Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Sam, he's Nate. This is the Curley and AC Sports Report. Nate, our college football expert. We will be talking about every Friday any big stories that happen in college football, which of course there was one huge one this week, to say the least. And then also we will be talking about the big game or two of the coming up on Saturday. So first of all, Nate, what did you think about the whole Joe Pa scandal this week?
I mean, it's just such a huge deal, especially for Penn State. It's just sad to see such a great legend go, and I really hope that this doesn't ruin his legacy and doesn't ruin the reputation of Penn State as a whole. I mean, my opinion is they did the right thing, but it's just so sad.
Yeah, I basically agree with that. I think that they did what they had to do, and more is going to come out, and I've wanted for a couple years to see him go because I think that he loses a lot in recruiting because he doesn't have the energy to do it anymore. But I did not want to see him go like this.
No, not at all. And there's still that question. I mean, Curley never was actually really fired. He's on leave right now. And then McCleary is still there full time, and he's expected to coach on Saturday.
Yeah, no, they actually announced because of death threats he's not going to coach on Saturday, so.
I didn't get to see that yet. I've been busy all day.
That's where people take it a little too far with the death threats, because how are you any better than that guy? What I've realized is that they made stupid decisions, but I can't say that they were horrible people for making the decisions they made, because they made, I don't know, it's tough, because originally, I can't say that. After that, it depends how much they both knew, the actions that they took, and all that stuff. About the big game of the week, which game are you looking at this weekend?
I'm liking the look of Oregon versus Stanford. That's the number 7 versus number 4 team. I mean, Oregon has been looking pretty nice lately. They're 8-1, 6-0 in the Pac-12. Then you got Stanford, who's 9-0 altogether, and 7-0 in the Pac-12. Two Pac-12 teams going head-to-head, both undefeated. It should be a pretty good match.
What do you think's the key part of this game?
I mean, it seems like it's going to be Stanford's power versus Oregon's speed. Definitely. A Luck versus LaMichael's scenario almost.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are looking at. Luck hasn't been as hot the last couple weeks, so in your mind, who do you see coming out on top in this game and why?
I'm going to pick Oregon for the upset because, I mean, they seem like they've been pretty good this year, and you know what? I think they're looking forward to try and roll off a win when they play Penn State in a few weeks.
Yeah, I actually think that Oregon has a very good chance in this game. I think people are overlooking their chances in this game, and I think Andrew Luck has not looked as good the last few weeks. And Oregon was right up there at the beginning of the season with the national title talk, so I don't see any reason why they couldn't win this game.
And number 7 is nothing to fret over when you got a powerhouse top 5. I mean, Oregon, after being in the BCS last year, they looked great in that game. And then being in the top 10 this point in the year is really good, too.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you're right, there's, besides Boise State, and Boise State really is becoming a powerhouse. Whether they do it the way everyone likes might be under question, but they are a very good team. So, anything else stand out to you this week?
Well, I would just like to talk about Penn State's game on Saturday because it's going to be questionable. I mean, they play, I believe, Nebraska?
Yeah, they play Nebraska, yeah.
I think that's going to be a tough win for them because after all the crap they've gone through this week, I just don't see them playing up to par where they've been lately, and they've only been squeezing out of some of their latest games.
The way I see it is it's either going to be they come out and they play with the emotion, they play for Joe Pa, whatever they want to say, and they crush Nebraska or they get crushed. I don't think there's going to be any 27-17 game. I think it's going to be a pretty big spread.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, they're either going to give it all up for Joe Pa or they're just going to be crushed under him being fired this past week.
Yeah, so basically that's our college football thoughts for this week. Tomorrow night after the Oregon and Oregon and Stanford game goes final. We will be here with your recap. For now, I'm Tim Easnay. We'll see you later.